Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and today I'm starting a new weekly reading vlog. I said in my last vlog that I was going to do a couple of fun ways to pick new books. I don't think that's going to happen this week. Maybe next week when I have, I don't know, more days. Who knows? And I'm not so behind. My goal for this week is to kind of catch up a little bit. So, it is Tuesday. I didn't talk to you yesterday. My plan was to finish 2 books yesterday, and then I could finish a book today, book tomorrow, because I work in the office, and then 2 books Thursday and Friday, and then a book Saturday, Sunday, whatever. Already failed. I did finish a book yesterday, which I meant to come and talk to you about, but I didn't, because by the time I finished work, I then got changed, I went to yoga, then I did a step class straight after, and I came home with like just a little bit of a headache, but like enough of a headache where I was like, I'm not happy, which is fine. And then I woke up at like 11:30, midnight last night with headaches that make you feel sick. I woke up with one of those. I'd overheated. My headache had come back. It was great fun. Loved it. I did finish a book yesterday. I finished Shadows of Fire, I think is what it was called. I'm gonna have to check. I think it's called that. Yeah, Shadows of Fire, which I was reading last week, by Brenda K. Davies. I gave this 2 stars. I thought originally that I was like, oh, maybe I found a series where it's like romantasy, but it's obviously not going to be as good as some other books that I have read recently. That's fine. And that's not just because of what it was. That was like, I started reading it, I was like, the writing's not as good as some other things I've read recently, but it's fine. It will be nice, it'll be fluffy, it'll be popcorny. I will read it, and maybe I'll read some more of the series because the book's really short. I wasn't expecting it to be written as well as some of the other books that I have been reading recently, just from that first chapter initially. But the further I read, I do not get on with wolf shifter romances. I did not realise. I didn't really think it through. I don't even know if I read the blurb properly, or if I did. I don't think I did. Oh no, he is described. Oh no, there's a lichen part of him, and I just kind of brushed over this. So like, it's not a spoiler, it's in the blurb. Our main male love interest, Cole, is half dark fae, half lichen, and I just didn't think anything of it. And he is, lichens are like werewolves, which, if you knew that, fair enough. Like, apparently I'm just a bit out of it. I did not realise that. But when I did realise that it was like wolf-ish, I was like, oh, I'll be fine. No, it's not. I remembered why I'm not a fan of them, and although I have literally just been reading ACOTAR, and you will see the fruits of my labour from that next month, the way that they are mates, I like. I don't know what it is, but sometimes you read a book and they talk about mates and it just makes me feel a bit So yeah, I didn't really like the mate thing. He's very much an alpha hole, I will say, which is a phrase I learned from Becca in the books. It's very much that way, which, like, the don't touch or I'll kill you thing, fine, I can get behind. But there was, when the smut happened, it was just certain phrases that I didn't like. I've seen a few reviews about how the way he views the female love interest is a bit like way back when, not 2020. I want to say this was published in 2023. 2022. So I've seen some reviews saying like, wouldn't think this was written in 2022 with the way that he describes some things regarding the female main character. And I get it. I don't know. Writing was not the best for me. Nothing really happens, if I'm completely honest. Most of this book is set in a library with tension building. Which is fine, you know, like, I get it, but I don't think it's a series that I'm going to continue. The ending leaves you on a cliffhanger, and I think if it was like if I enjoyed it a touch more, maybe like a 3 stars, then I would bring myself to continue, because the cliffhanger is kind of good. But it's not, so I'm not planning on continuing, which is sad. But that series is done. We're moving on from that. 2 stars. So that will go in my wrap up that goes up on Instagram every single week now. I am reading From Cold Ashes Risen by Rob J. Hayes, which is the next book in the It's All About Fantasy read along series that I have to read, The War Eternal by Rob J. Hayes. I need to have read this and the next book, which is number 4. Sins of the Mother by next Tuesday, as I'm filming this, so that will be the plan. I am currently like 4 hours from the end of that one, going to finish it maybe tomorrow when I am in the office, because I think my manager is going to be busy. We've had a new member of staff join, and I think it's his day to train them, not sure. So there's that. So I am still behind in the plan, because I finished a book yesterday, but I wanted to finish 2. So we have a few choices. Obviously I've still got Hunter's Lament, but I also have The Light of Kazaban by Thomas Howard Riley. This is not that long at all, less than 200 pages, so maybe we'll pick this up now. I believe this is a standalone, and I was very kindly sent a copy, and it actually does have, it's been signed. So Thomas, if you're watching, thank you very much. So I want to add this to my read list this week, so maybe we'll read that. And then there are some other short books on my Kindle that I would also love to get to. I think as another backup, I might try the novella that is set before The Forsaken The Forsaken Planet by Brian Wilson, A Princess of Oldir. That is less than 100 pages. I think I might try and read that first and then get that ticked off. And also that might make me realise that I want to immediately pick up The Forsaken Planet, which means that I could save The Light of Kazaban for tomorrow and try and get as far into The Forsaken Planet as possible tonight. I'm just not sure if I'm in a sci-fi mood yet. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll try and read A Princess of Oldir. Jack's on his way home now, so I don't know if he's going to want a game tonight. Maybe he will, and while he games I'll read, because we fit in those boxes. And maybe that would work. Yeah, I like the sound of that actually. And then other plans for this week. So like I said, I'm hoping to read both Rob J. Hayes books this week, because I don't know if I will finish though, because I don't listen to a lot of audiobooks when I'm at home. But I'm in the office tomorrow, so I'm hoping that I will read on the way to... It is reading, but read, because I'll be listening to the audiobook in my car. Read on the way to work, which is about an hour, so I'll take that down to 3 hours. Then maybe I'll finish the book, and then I could immediately start the second book, which would be great. Well, it's not the second. Start the next book in the series. That would be great. Get through as much of that as possible. And then I'm working from home Thursday, Friday, and I am driving to Cheltenham on Saturday to meet up with some old college friends of mine, which would be fun. So that's an hour and a half one way, which means it's a 3-hour round trip. If I want to, I could read, and I would like to read 3 hours of my audiobook on Saturday, and then Sunday I'm out with my friend doing pottery, and I'm really excited for that actually. Like stupidly excited. I found a little pottery place in the Jewellery Quarter in Birmingham, and I've paid my deposit for me and my mate, and we're gonna go. And I think like that it's a £10 deposit, and I think it gets you like a drink and a snack, and I'm stupidly excited to just go and paint pottery. I'm terrible at art, like I'm not artistic at all, so I don't know how well it's going to turn out, but she is artistic, so maybe she'll be able to give me some pointers or help me. I don't know, but I have a few ideas of stuff that I want to do that in theory should just be painting lines, and then I'll have to pick it up afterwards. but I'm very excited to just see. I was also having a look, I don't talk about this very much on here, but I'm getting married next year, so I'm also on the lookout to see if there's anything that I could use for the wedding that I could paint myself to add to that, oh, has your small sister painted this? So I have the opportunity to go, no, actually I tried to make that. Obviously that is a jest at myself. But yeah, so we'll see what we find and what we come up with. Maybe I will film some stuff on my, I'm not taking my camera, maybe I'll film some stuff on my phone, who knows. But I'm just really excited, like it's just such a wholesome activity. And then I think Jack is invited to go for food afterwards, but I don't know, need to have a chat with her about that and see what the plan is. So yeah, maybe we'll start with The Princess of Uldir on Kindle, which is a free download that you can get from subscribing to Brian's newsletter, I think. So I can't link this one, but yeah, I don't know. Right, I'm rambling. I need to go. I'm gonna go and I will read, and then we will have updates. Maybe we'll update tomorrow now, and we will just ease back into the reading thing, and we'll start finishing some stuff so I feel accomplished and I will keep going. That's the thought process and the goal. I have been MIA is all I can say, and I've just taken my hair out and it's gone all poofy. I have been reading, I really have, but I haven't finished anything. So I made this whole like grand plan. I was going to finish 2 books on Monday and a book on Tuesday, a book on Wednesday, 2 books Thursday, 2 books Friday. In theory I would be like just behind. No, it's Friday. I have finished 5 books in total this month, the last one being the Shadows of Fire. Oh no, that's a lie, I finished a book since then. The last one being From Cold Ashes Risen, which I finished yesterday and I didn't tell you about. So this is Rob J. Hayes. I have got the live show with the lovely Lisa for this book and the next one in the series next Tuesday. I gave it 4 stars. I can't tell you a lot about it because it's a series, but I can tell you that the next live show will be on my channel. This will be too late for you to know that because the live show will be happening an hour after this goes live, so maybe like if you manage to watch this in the first hour it's live, then maybe you could join. But these lives are full of spoilers. So yeah, can't give you a lot about it. I really liked where this went. I really enjoyed the writing. Of course, I love Rob's writing. I think he's really, really talented. I will be starting the next book in the series, which is Sins of the Mother, which is book 4 out of 5, so we're almost finished. I'll be starting that tomorrow morning when I drive to Cheltenham to meet up with some friends. It is an hour-and-a-half drive. Hopefully I listen to it for the whole hour-and-a-half there, and then I have got some random errands that I want to run tomorrow because there's cleaning supplies I need and more pumpkins to buy while they're in stock, hopefully. So there's that. If I can read an hour-and-a-half of that, then like both ways at least, then what's that, 3 hours? The audiobook on 2 times speed is just under 9, so that's something, which is positive. But I am so behind, it's not even funny anymore. So have a stack here. I don't think I'm going to read all of this today. I think I've got an ambient room on now that I'm going to sit and read to. I would love to read The Light of Kazaban now and get this crossed off. This is under 200 pages, so hopefully it won't take me too long. This is by Thomas Howard Riley. I think I've mentioned it already, either in this vlog or the one from last week. And then I have a couple of other things that I could read. I have started Hunter's Lament. I'm just not sure. We'll see how we go with that one first, and we'll see if we're going to start one of the slightly bigger ones with the idea that we will finish something or not. I have also started reading Spectre, which I do need to continue reading. by Krista Lend, because I am part of the book tour for this at the start of September, and I would obviously love to get this read and reviewed ready to go, so I can just schedule that post when my day is here. I do have a couple more weeks on that though. If I choose, I want to go for a slightly shorter book. I do also have A Princess of Oldir, which is only like, it's less than 100 pages, so I could in theory try to read that and this today, and then try and get as far into something else as possible, with the hopes to finish that tomorrow evening, because Jack's not going to be home tomorrow evening, but I will be out from, we're meeting at 12, hour and a half, 10:30, probably leave at 10, so I'll be gone from like 10 until God knows when in the afternoon. So I'm hoping to like literally take my earphones, my AirPods, and listen like as I wander around, if I want to. Maybe I don't want to, but I want to try and get as much of The Sins of the Mother read as possible tomorrow, because it needs reading, and I want to obviously pay attention though, so I don't want to rush it and condense it all into a day, which I've done in the past. So those are my rough plans. I have finished 5 books. I'm hoping to finish 2 today, which will take me up to 7, and then I'm not 10 books behind. I am less than 10 books behind, which is a slightly more manageable number. I'm not expecting to be out all day tomorrow, but I will be busy all day of Sunday pretty much. I can read during the morning because my friend, we're going out on Sunday as well. My friend won't be here until probably, I think she's getting here for about 12. And then we're going pottery painting, and then when we come back we'll be going out for food with her other half and Jack, so that'll be fun. But I think, yeah, that's going to be like a very much all day thing, not going to get much finished, so I'm really going to have to knuckle down next week. We're running out of days, and I really think I am doing this, like I'm doing this by the seat of my pants. Like I had the opportunity to get ahead of this and get ahead of the curve, but apparently I just love living under pressure, and that's the thing that I'm going to try and apparently do. I don't want to spend all of my time stressed as heck. I don't. Obviously next week, I have 2 more full weeks after this week. It's not a lot of time, and I'm busy all of the final weekend, so I can get stuff read if needed, but at this point, because I know I'm not a very fast reader, I'm not picking up the chunkier books that I want to read this month, which sucks, but we're gonna see how we go. Once we finish Sins of the Mother, I do have another option, but it won't be this month, I don't think, that I get to it. But what was it that I have that I still haven't read on here that I saw the other day? It was not Chasing Graves. Ringleader by Michael S. Jackson. I've got that on here that I could read, which would be great. And I did find another one, but I think it's indie published, and that's The Song of the Marked by S.M. Gaither. I think that is indie published. So we'll see about that. That sounds good. And we'll go from there. And then there's some other stuff that I found to read on Kindle as well. Let me see if I can pull them up, so I can just let you know some things that are on my radar that I would love to get to. I do want to get to them, but I just don't know when I will. I want this one, KU Books, to check out, which is something that I've saved. So The Silversmith by L.J. Claren, I think that's indie published. There's another female rage book on here that I've got that I wanted to read. I've got Hell for Hire as well on here. I've got the Of Thieves and Shadow, The Place of Her Name, Blood Hunt was the other one I was thinking of. So there's a few on here. The Blood of Outcasts, they're just chunkier, which means I just need to sit down and actually concentrate, which I don't appear to be doing. So with that being said, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try and read some stuff, and then I will come back to you once I have finished, and maybe we can have a bit of a catch up and I can tell you some thoughts and feelings, because I'm not actually sure if this vlog is even a vlog at this point, but we will find out. So yeah, I'm gonna go and actually read now. Surprising. I'm giving egg because my hair is up. I don't remember the last time I spoke to you. It is Sunday. This is becoming like a common phrase this week. It is Sunday morning, just about. It's 20 to 12. Just waiting for my friend and her boyfriend to turn up so we can go pottery painting today, which is exciting. I have cleaned my house, which is why you can actually like have a clean background. Crazy, right? Because this is the first time that my friend's boyfriend is coming to my house. Trying to make a good first impression of my house, but my house is, it's cluttered as hell. Like, we have got so much stuff, but I've got my awesome candle on. We should be smelling good. It's all fine. I'm excited to go pottery painting, but this is a reading vlog and I don't really feel like I've done a lot of reading. I have, however, almost finished. Wow, I say almost. I've got 2 hours 45 minutes left of Sins of the Mother by Rob J. Hayes, and yes, I'm still very, very far behind. I have made a pile of books upstairs with the idea of how many of these can I actually read and try and get back on track. So we're going to try and get back on track next week. That's a next week vlog thing, right? I started 2 books, like really short books, to try and finish, right? I started Princess of Uldir by Brian Wilson. Is it Brian Wilson? I think it's Brian Wilson. I need to check these things. Everything is blurring. This is literally less than 100-page thing. I haven't even put it in my Goodreads. How am I meant to know anything if it is not on Goodreads? I do not know. That is right. Hang on. Do it a different way, see if, oh wait, hang on, that's why, because I have the wrong, it is Brian Wilson, I am right, okay, cool. So, I started that, didn't actually finish it, shocking, I know, yeah, that's about right, and I also started The Light of Kazaban. Now, I'm over 50% of the way into The House of Kazaban, and I can check how far into Princess of Uldir I am. It's not that far at all. Gotta download it. I am literally a chapter in. That's great. That's like 16 pages out of 94 pages. So we're having a whale of a time. Anyways, I have almost read the whole of Sins of the Mother within a day because I did a lot of driving yesterday. I went into Cheltenham to see some friends, which was great. I had a really, really great time. And then I stopped in to see my granddad, which was great because I was like, well, I'm only 30 minutes away. If he's in, I might as well go and say hi because he is a little bit far away. Usually, like, because I live in the Midlands and he doesn't. I was like, oh well, I'll go and check in, and he was home, so I went and like had a catch up with him, had like, a drink. It was really nice. It was really nice just to stop in, you know. It makes a nice change. So yes, I am still massively behind. When I finish Princess of Uldir, Light of Kazaban, and Sins of the Mother, I will be at 8 books, and we're currently on the 17th. So I will be less than 10 books behind schedule, which sounds less scary, if I'm honest. I have ideas. I have plans. And I work from home 3 days a week next week. And then we've got Bank Holiday Monday, the following Monday. My plan for Bank Holiday Monday is I will be going to the gym to do something. Hopefully I can get into some class, because I will need to move my body. Because my gym on bank holidays, which I completely understand, doesn't have the usual classes. So the ones that I go to, which are in the evening, like yoga and step, will not be on, and they close early. I don't know what time they close though. But they only do like really early classes. So I'm hoping to be able to get into one of them so I can actually still do movement on Monday, or I could go to Silks with my friend. I don't know what's going to happen, but I need to move my body at some point because I'm actually finding that's actually really, I don't nap as much anymore, which is great. I'm seeing results on the scales. I'm seeing results finally in person a little bit, not in the same way that I want to, but it's doing something. I'm starting to feel a lot more, I don't know, confident in myself. I know this isn't a fitness channel, but that it is that true. I've got all the windows open, which is why you can probably hear the sirens. But yeah, I do have I do have time to still catch up. I do feel as though this is going to be a very Rob J. Hayes heavy month, because I've also found, I went back through my wish list. I really enjoyed yesterday sitting in my car reading a book. And I know some people don't count audiobooks, but I really do. And I really enjoy just listening to that book and reading and getting through it. And I really enjoy the audiobooks for Rob J. Hayes books. I found on my wish list, that's the point I was making, I went back through my wish list because every now and again as I go, I kind of just save things to my wish list. And there is the whole Heroic Age trilogy box set, which is 3 books from the Mortal Techniques series for a credit. That's 3 books for 1 credit. So I think I'm gonna get that and then just Rob J. Hayes it up this month. I did think it might have been like more of a Ryan Cahill month, but no, Rob J. Hayes it is, you know. And I've got loads of books upstairs that are his that I am loving to get through. So he is not the only indie author I read, but I'm just really enjoying his storytelling at the minute, which I think is great, you know. So if you haven't checked out any Rob J. Hayes books, you should. You really should. He's got quite a few completed series. I would always start with Along the Razor's Edge, which is the first in the War Eternals series, which is what I'm currently listening to a sequel of at the moment. Love it. Love the series. Love Esker. Love the writing. There's 5 books, but they're not massively chunky books, so, and they're all on audio as well, if that's your thing. And I'm going to check if they're on KU. I don't know if they are. But my camera is also flashing at me, so that's never good. Along the Razor's Edge, War Eternal series, yeah, all of them are on KU, so multiple ways to read. I'm going to go and wait for my friend to come, and I will talk to you later, because I will do a wrap up and we will talk through what we actually managed to read. Come back for that. Don't leave the video. Just, I'll be back for that. I'll see you shortly. And just like that, it's Monday, so I need to wrap up this vlog because I already have updates for next week's vlog. Right, so at the end of this week, we have read 2 books in their entirety and we have started quite a few things. So I'm hoping, all being well, the next vlog you'll see from me will have a fair few finished books. I am at the stage now where I'm okay if I don't complete this challenge, but I'm still going to do everything I can now in these next 2 weeks to get as close to 31 books as I can. Did I think that this was an unattainable goal when I started this challenge? Yes I did. But am I proud of how far I've got already? Yes I am. Like, I think I've read more books this month already in 2 weeks than I did in the entirety of the past few months. Bonkers, right? So if I can just, you know, keep going, and that's the plan, I'm not giving up. I am still thinking positive and all that terrible stuff. No, I'm kidding, but I am striving for as close, if not completion, of this challenge. And if I'm thinking positively, then everyone else has to think positively, because that's just how this is gonna go. I'm not where I wanted to be, but I had a great week, so that's the main thing, right? I've got new audiobooks downloaded, I have a new plan, and I have got a fun way to pick books for next week. So make sure you come back for next week's vlog to see what I get up to. But otherwise, that is everything for today's vlog. If you did enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up, really supports me and my channel. Leave me a comment down below of a book that's pulled you out of a slump. Bonus points if it's an indie book, because I might need to add it to my list. And if you just want to leave me an emoji to let me know that you were here, leave me any audiobook emojis, because I'm finding audiobooks really good recently. And if you want to see more of me, please consider subscribing down below and ringing that notification bell to get notified every single time I upload new videos. We have stuck to a vlog a week so far, and I'm very proud of myself for that as well. So be sure to watch next week's vlog when it comes out. But otherwise, that is everything for today's video. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll see you soon in the next one.